This is another one of those deals where I'm late to the party. This is something I'm sure a bunch of you have already seen. When I showed this video to someone I know, he said, well, yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that video. So I guess this is kind of old news, but to me it was kind of hit with the force of a lightning bolt. This is JFK Jr. on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. This was sometime in the late 90s. When was it that he had his plane mishap? I think it was in the year 2000. He had started this magazine called George, and so this must have been in 1999, 98 or 99, when the Lewinsky thing was still happening with the White House and with Clinton and all of that. I'll just play it. I'm just going to play it forward, as they say, and let y'all, those of you who haven't heard this before, let y'all hear it for the first time, maybe.
We happen to have someone who sent us Monica Lewinsky's poem that she wrote in ninth grade. Actually, not in ninth grade, when she was a 9-year-old. And I know I'm going to rot in hell eternally for this, but can I maybe just give it a sample?
Yeah, give it a sample.
Okay. It was written, the poem is a poignant rumination on how, quote, I can be a delicious lunch, dinner, or breakfast if you're...
All right, so just so that I don't know, I know that copyright issues can come up if you don't interrupt every few minutes and drive everybody crazy. But I just want to say, note the jocular mood from JFK Jr., from Jay Leno, and as we'll see, the guy sitting next to him, Jerry Seinfeld. He'll become visible in a minute. Note how this is just sort of fun and frivolity, and they're talking about something that a 9-year-old girl wrote, that they're publishing publicly. This is something that he's about to talk about, something that Monica Lewinsky allegedly wrote when she was 9 years old. He first said when she was in ninth grade, and then he corrected himself and said, oh no, it was when she was 9 years old. So let me go back just a little bit so you can get the context without my interruption.
I can be a delicious lunch, dinner, or breakfast if you're weird. She goes on to describe herself, quote, as a round and flat piece of dough with lots of topping. I am a mouth's best friend. I make you say, yum, yum.
It's amazing how kids know at a young age what they're going to do with them.
And they're laughing. I mean, at the time, okay, in 99, people didn't know the pizza thing yet. So I can understand why a 9-year-old describing herself as a pizza, you know, if she were a piece of food, she'd be a pizza. I can understand why in 99, before the code was out there, I can understand people just not really thinking there's anything particularly weird or sinister or depraved about that. But there is something undeniably depraved about this piece that she allegedly wrote. I mean, does that not sound like she's describing herself in a sexualized way? Do you just have to have a dirty mind to see it that way? I don't think so. Go back and watch it again. I'm not gonna replay it here, but if you think that I or anybody else thinks it just is just a dirty old man or something, for hearing that and thinking this is a rather sexualized description of that one would use to describe oneself when one is just a 9-year-old girl, and they're just laughing at there's something weird and inappropriate and off-putting, even without the knowledge of the pizza code. Just, I wonder why people didn't see this back then. I wonder if, you know, if I had watched this back then, if I would have just sort of chuckled and said, you know, especially at Jay's joke about, well, you know, kids just know what they're going to be when they grow up. I mean, he's saying that about this whatever it was, this written piece that Monica Lewinsky used to describe herself when she was 9. That's just sort of, and why is it being published in a, you know, why is a 9-year-old's schoolwork being published in a journal? I know that JFK Jr., I know that this guy is supposed to be one of the good guys, one of the good ones. I know the Q people love him. They think he didn't really die and that he's coming back and all this stuff. And I think it's probable that he was, you know, murdered by Clinton or by the Clintons with this mysterious plane mishap. But I've got to say, he's not coming across as one of the good ones here. I'm wondering if any of them are good ones. Just a few thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Except if you want to say something about my screen being cruddy looking, your opinion is not welcome and you can go elsewhere. But if you want to comment on the actual content that I showed, feel free, go ahead. Thanks for watching.